This is Pratapgarh Fort. It sits isolated atop a jagged ridge in the Sahyadri Mountains, surrounded by steep cliffs and dense vertical terrain. In 1659, a massive army from the Bijapur Sultanate moved toward these mountains. Leading them was Afzal Khan, a veteran general tasked with ending the Maratha rebellion once and for all. Khan moved through the countryside, destroying temples and cultural landmarks. He wanted to provoke a reckless, emotional response, hoping to draw his opponent out of the mountains and into an open, uneven battle. This conflict was deeply personal. Representing the Adil Shahi Sultanate, Khan had previously orchestrated the death of Shivaji's older brother and the public humiliation of his father in open court. Recognizing the difficulty of a direct siege, Khan sent a messenger with a proposal. He offered a private, unarmed meeting to sign a peace treaty, a gesture designed to lure his target into a vulnerable position for a quick assassination. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj now faced a choice: hide within the fort walls as Khan's army ravaged the land, or step into the tent of a man who had already murdered his kin. If he failed to survive this meeting, the movement for Maratha independence would be crushed in its infancy. Shivaji looked at Khan's history of betrayal and the trail of destruction leading to the fort. To him, the sudden invitation for a private peace talk wasn't an olive branch. It was a predictable signal of an impending strike. He chose to meet Khan on his own terms, using the thick forests of the Sahyadri Mountains as his primary defensive lair. The terrain was so restricted that Khan's superior numbers would be forced to bottleneck in the valleys. While Khan's army positioned at the fort's base, Maratha guerrilla units moved into the trees, completely encircling the Bijapur forces. Maintaining absolute silence, they would strike only after hearing a single cannon blast from Pratapgarh, signaling the tent meeting was over. With the surrounding woods secured, Shivaji prepared for the physical contact of the meeting itself. He expected Khan to use his physical size to finish the job during a traditional embrace. Underneath his traditional cotton tunic, Shivaji wore a suit of iron chainmail. It was lightweight enough to hide his preparation, but strong enough to stop a blade. For his own strike, he wore the Bagh Nak, a set of sharp, curved metal claws, clutched in his palm and hidden by his fingers. Khan's plan for a quiet assassination was being met with a lethal, multi-layered counter-ambush. On November 10, 1659, the two leaders met. Afzal Khan was a massive man who towered over Shivaji, and as they approached for the customary embrace, he moved to end the conflict immediately. Faster, tense, Khan gripped Shivaji tightly and drew a hidden dagger, plunging it into his opponent's back with all his weight. The blade struck the hidden chainmail and slid off the metal links. Khan's primary weapon had failed to even break the skin. Shivaji responded instantly. He drove the Bagh Nak into Khan's midsection, using the momentum of the embrace to fatally disembowel the general in a single motion. As Khan's bodyguards rushed forward, Shivaji's personal guards, Jiva Mahala and Sambhaji Kaji, engaged them within the tent, securing Shivaji's path back toward the fort. Moments later, the signal fire was lit, and the cannon at Pratapgarh Fort fired a single deafening shot that echoed through the valley. The hidden Maratha units waiting in the trees converged from all sides. They ambushed the leaderless Bijapur army, which was caught in the narrow valleys with no room to deploy its full strength. The victory was total. Shivaji took Afzal Khan's head and presented it to his mother, Jijabai, settling a family debt that had lasted for years. This encounter changed the trajectory of the region. By outthinking a much larger force, Shivaji secured the borders of his kingdom and established the tactical foundation of the Maratha Empire.